well, back again for some more Harvest Moon GBC 3. Today I was going to start Konoha 2, but as usual, it got a bit too late. So I decided to just do a slightly longer stream of Harvest Moon GBC 3. But Konoha is ready to go. I was just late, and that's it. So let's get started. It's also a rather boring winter in this game, so at least it will go fast, but you are going to water that for nothing at all, because there's no reason for him to water the crops, but so let's just keep doing our chores. But yeah, I really like this game. It's a great game, but you can see the issue where by the end of year 1 it feels like I have nothing to do, because I already have everything. You pretty much start with everything anyway. And the sense of progression that these games usually offer isn't quite present here, which is a shame. Like, I wish that you didn't start with 8 slots for animals. You started with only 4 and then upgraded, because then I'd have a reason to get money. The only reason you want money in this game is to get reputation, and at some point you will be doing trips to the bank constantly to deposit money, because you can't hold more than 99,000. So you just keep doing trips to the bank to deposit money, and that's pretty much it. That money will never get used. And the other things I can buy are mostly decorations anyway, so I don't quite care. But I'll get them, just in case it changes the ending of the game. But yeah, it's a really good game. It's just it has the same issue as the other ones on the Game Boy. It's just a chart simulator. It doesn't have much content. But this game did a ton of things others didn't do for years, so... And of course I'm stuck now, because they didn't implement a push button. And now I'm stuck. I used to be able to push the animals, but they removed that, so I'm stuck. Okay. Which was a very stupid design decision. I don't know if they forgot to copy the code to push animals or removed intentionally. I just know that it sucks. And we are back to fishing. The first few days I'm just going to fish a lot, until I don't need to fish anymore. And most of the fish aren't even the ones I need anyway, so... Well, I assume that every season has every fish. Because if they don't, then forget about it. But yeah, that's the only thing we'll be doing for the next few days. It's just fishing. So yeah. But hopefully tomorrow I start much earlier. If I could start very early, I'd do Story of Seasons. Because I need to do that. But the issue is, just one stream of that takes like over an hour. And it's just 2 days in game. Well, maybe less now, because I'm going to cut down a lot of the things I do. There's no reason to do them all. So since there's no reason to do them all, I'll cut them down. Like, there's no reason for me to plant crops all that much. Because to unlock the countries that I need, I don't need crops. There's nothing in the game that I want that needs crops. So I'm just going to keep maxing them, max their quality. And that's about it. I don't quite care about anything else. Besides reaching year 3, so I can finally get married. And once I get married, honestly, I don't think I'll keep playing. The game is good, but it just doesn't. It makes everything feel so sluggish, and the days are so long, and it feels like you do so little that I just end up not liking it. And the things it does right at first ends up doing wrong later. Like, the variety later becomes a nuisance. Because you need, like, to ship like 200 fences. Like, I'm playing a farming game. I don't want to play a furniture seller. I don't want to sell fences. I'm not a carpenter. I'm a farmer. But no, to unlock one of the countries I need to sell fences and a bunch of wood related stuff. Actually, perhaps I should plant a bunch of trees to do that, because I don't think I'll have enough wood to do all that crap. So let's see. Yeah, I need this one. That big one. What time is it? Okay, let's sell it today. Let's call it today. I don't remember which fish I needed to take. Was it the black base? I forget. Let's take 3 of those. 3 of these. 3 of these. Let's take that as an excuse to go to the aquarium and check which fish do I need. But the Story of Seasons is again, it's one of those games that could have used some refinement and some balance. Okay, not carp. King carp. No. What about this one? Okay, it's full. Okay, full. I think the carp one is full as well. Yeah. So this one tops at 3, so all I need is the snake head. Okay, so all we need is the snake head. If they allow me to put more than one. So let's do a bit more for the day. I was going to sleep, but might as well fish a bit more now. Then I'll just take the fish home and sell them. Yeah, this is going to be the winter, which kind of sucks, but at the same time I'm doing this now, so I don't have to do it later. If I do it now, I get it out of the way, and then the next few days of winter, it's just me taking care of the animals and rushing on. But the Story of Seasons, I'm just playing it to finally get married, and then I'll consider it finished. I've been trying to play other games, because since it's winter and it's cold, I might as well use that time to play games that are a bit more intensive. Because during summer and the other portion of the year, it's really hard to do that. Because then my room becomes a furnace, and it just doesn't feel great to play games when you are sweating like no tomorrow. And yeah, so I've been trying to do that. I was going to play Harvest Moon: A New Beginning, but I kind of fear that game is just going to be... It's going to be very much like Story of Seasons, really, but even more generic. Yeah, that's for the games I play off stream, but then I stream like a bit to talk about it, because I like doing that. Like, playing those games on stream would be quite a task, let's just say that. I mean, today I'm barely streaming 1 hour, right? And one hour is pretty much just 2, maybe 3 days in that game. So, and I'm halfway through the game. I'm right at the halfway point, which is year 2, fall, day 1 of fall. It's pretty much the halfway point. I played 1 year and a half, and I need 1 year and a half more. And I'm like at 80 hours. So yeah, it would be almost half a year of streams. Not half a year, 1/3 of a year of streams. It's just no. I'm not doing that. That's why I only do what I call a yapathon, which is just me yapping about the game. They like that very much, because I can talk about the game, which is what I want to do without having to turn my entire channel into one. Oh, I can speak today. Into an Harvest Moon or Story of Season channel. I want to do a bit of everything. So, and just have fun, and that wouldn't be much fun, honestly. And it's the issue. Like, I'm not talking about this game because I feel like I've already said everything about this game. There isn't much to it, it's just... This is mostly an excuse to yap. Oh, I don't have an egg there. I keep forgetting about putting an egg there. Which sucks because now that pen is way behind schedule. But yeah, these games are great when you like the chores, but at some point you quickly stop having things to say about them. And with this game I'm at that point. Well, soon I'm going to unlock one or two things, but it will be like, it happens, I get the thing, and it's up. And you won't notice anymore. I do need to sell stuff. And yeah, I'm giving him tasks that don't do anything at all. But it's just that I don't know if he loses practice and goes back to being crap. So I keep giving him tasks. And he doesn't clear the weeds. Which sucks as well. Because if he did clear the weeds, I tell him, yeah, go clear the weeds every day. But he doesn't. He instead skips the weeds. He only takes care of the logs and stones. Yeah, that snakehead isn't happening. But I don't think fish in this game have seasons. It's not like Stardew Valley. Which one day I kind of want to keep playing my mushroom farm. I stopped it because I was spending too much time playing that and not the other games, so I stopped it. But I really like that farm. It's a very chill farm. It doesn't make much money early on, but later on you start making quite some money. And without any effort. I don't do anything. I just check on the mushroom logs every few days, and that's it. And then I have the tree sap thingies. The tree... Is it tappers? I put those on the trees just to maximize... Well, not maximize, but make use of the trees. Because I'm not maximizing profit in that run. I didn't want to maximize profit. I could have, like... I could just search on Google a layout for the trees and do that. But I don't like that. I have a very simple tree layout. Just tiny squares of trees with the fence around it, and that's it. And then I plant forage and let the sprinklers do most of the job. And then I sell it for next to nothing. And yeah, this snakehead isn't showing up. It should, because it says that it's on the farm, but it's not showing up. In fact, I could check the book. I have a book for fish. Next. Read. Farm River. Oh! Oh, it's on a lake. So I've been fishing on the wrong place. Okay, so let's go to the let's go to the lake. So the lake does have different ones. The aquarium made it seem like it was all the same. Not the grassland, the forest. They also call lake, but it's in the forest. So let's go. And man, even the secret lake is polluted. Just imagine a secret lake, and it has cans and boots inside it. Like, people in these lands sound nice, but goddamn, do they pollute? They just litter everywhere. Also, why do they throw away so many cans? Like, it makes almost feel like the game is in a post-apocalyptic world, where the world was polluted by boots and cans. At least here we get a different song. We get to hear a different song. Relax fishing by the lake. Actually, this fishing isn't very relaxing because fish bite really fast in this game. In fact, I don't know why everyone isn't a fisher, because fish are worth a lot in this place, and then do they bite? Come on, no snakehead? Really? Oh, we got one. I'd like at least two, but... we have space. What we don't have is time. And I do wonder if time goes faster when fishing. Or maybe it's just that fishing takes a long time and I'm distracted. So it feels like it's going slower, because 23 minutes for 2 days, really? That's a lot. Damn, I wanted at least one more. Oh, okay. The bag was full, so I pressed B to store and then A to throw the rod, but because I didn't store the fish, I threw it away. Can I make it in time to the phone? Yes. Okay. Ship all the fish that I don't need. Actually, let's ship this. And see, this is the big flaw of this game. It's the phone. It's not that the phone exists. I like the phone. And I don't need a shipping box in every game. But actually, I wouldn't mind a shipping box, but if it was like a box that brought my items to the storage. But the issue I have with the phone is this: is select one item, it kicks you out of the menu, then you have to go back in again and select the items again, then I go back in and I have to do this like 4 more times for the fish. And then you need to navigate on the menu to the fish. And you have to keep doing this over and over and over again. And then you can't spam keys, because if you spam keys, you'll probably do something wrong. Like leaving the menu or selecting the wrong item. At least we are making some money. But this is the reason I don't like fishing in this game. Like, just the amount of time you spend doing this, like, it's almost 2 minutes just to sell a bunch of items. It's, well, not even a bunch, a handful, really. Now, let me check something. Let's see what the Epic Store has for this week for free, or today. Because it's the reset. Okay, a game that I can pronounce the name. Jotun Slayer. Hearts of Hell. Is it a survival game? Oh no. Vampire survivors like? Yeah. It seems like it. It looks decent. Or maybe it's like... Oh, maybe it's like an action RPG. Like Diablo. But with tons of enemies? I don't know. Oh, or survivor game, yeah. Okay, it's like Vampire Survivors and all that. Oh well. Can't say no to a free game, right? Just not my thing, really. It's not my type of game. Like, I've played one of those games once and I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. I played for like 1 hour and I'm like, okay, that's it. I don't care about it anymore. I saw everything. I'd rather play a game where I actually progress somewhere, so... And then I played a mode like that in Honkai Impact 3rd, because they had one of their version events was pretty much that. It was a hard survivor game, but with the characters of the game. And honestly, I didn't mind it. It was easy. It was fun enough, and it wasn't long. Sometimes they make their events, I can spell that, very long and boring, and there's like tons of yapping. I don't know why they insist in having pointless amounts of yapping. Like that, I really liked the story of that game early on. It was so damn good. It legit was a very good story early on. And then they started adding yapping to the game. And they added more and more and more. And the version where they added more, they started doing that. You start seeing the decline in the quality of the story. And now I feel like there's no point in even bothering with the story, really. The story is a mess. They just can't relay what's the real and not in the story, because the story has some things that aren't exactly real, but they don't explain it well, and they don't. Like one time they are talking about something that wasn't real, but it as if it was real. So it was real or not? It's like you can't understand because the text is so convoluted that it becomes a mess. That's why I don't like yapping in those games. It's not bad when you have like long interactions that mean a lot. The issue is when you have long interactions that mean nothing or very little. If you throw like I don't know, like 500 words and only 5 of them matter, what's the point? you made the text 10 times bigger than it should have been. And that's the issue I have with games nowadays. I start playing the game, and they start yapping, and they start saying things that don't matter at all. And it's like, why are you wasting my time? This doesn't matter. Just give me something that matters. That's all I want. But no, they have to turn a two-line interaction into a 200-line interaction. Like that game, okay, by third, got so bad that they spent like 2 or 3 chapters explaining something that has been in the game since the beginning, and by the end of it, you will be more confused than before, and it will make less sense. And then you spend literally 2 or 3 chapters the entire time with them trying to explain it and failing to do so, because it keeps changing all over the place. They keep changing the thing to match other things, and by the end of it nothing makes sense, and I hated it. And then they make Star Rail, which it's an Honkai game. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with it. It has one character there. That's it. There's one character. The other ones aren't the same people. They look the same. They aren't the same people. So there's one character, and that's it. And the world has nothing to do. The entire universe has nothing to do. And then they go like, oh, these people aren't real. Then why the hell are they snapping the entire universe back together? They aren't real. Why do they have powers that affect the entire universe? And how do you go from there now? Everyone seems to just snap the universe whenever they want. So what's the point of the story? How do you stop that? You wouldn't. It's not interesting. The power levels are so out of the scale that it's like there's nothing else you can do to hype people anymore, unless bringing characters from other games, which was what they did now. And I hated it because they made the character boring. In fact, they added a character from the other game, and instead of telling the story that was closer to the original character, they told the story from the copy that wasn't real of that same character. And they pretty much just recreated the same story but worse. And with power levels out of the scale, because it's like, it's so boring, and then they spend so much time repeating the same things while saying nothing at all. Like, if I wanted to search for nuggets, I'd be searching for gold. I'd be by the river, panning the dirt to find gold nuggets. I don't want to find gold nuggets in walls of text. It's awful. It's bad writing. If you write a book and it's 50 pages, and then you inflate it to 300 to be able to sell it, you are a bad writer. It's the same with games. If you do something that's one line, right? You explain something, and the explanation is one line, and you turn it into 100, it's bad writing. There's no excuse. I understand that they want to make interactions between characters seem interesting, but you can do that without filler text. And that is why I much prefer older games. They aren't there pounding my head with filler text and making me zone out and then miss actual important text. It's exactly why I liked Final Fantasy IX so much. The game doesn't have filler text. It does have optional cutscenes, but they tell you it's optional, you don't have to see them. But if you see them, it actually develops the characters, which is something that devs don't know how to do anymore. Like, devs no longer know how to develop characters. Before you'd see like actual personality traits when they interact with other NPCs. Well, when the game was good anyway. Which Final Fantasy IX did a lot. And then you have the more modern ones where it's like, oh, it's a 10 minutes cutscene and all you learn from it is that character likes oranges and doesn't like apples. Oh, okay. So, are they like a farmer? Oh no, they're just a student. Oh, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it's character development. Is it going to be relevant to the story? No, that doesn't matter. Why do you give me the personal taste of a character when I can't give them presents? It doesn't matter if I do, and they don't. It doesn't matter. Oh, maybe if they were like, oh, that guy likes oranges very much, and he hates apples, so he's an orange farmer, and he really hates, I don't know, he doesn't like Jimmy because Jimmy is an apple farmer, and because he doesn't like apples, he doesn't like Jimmy. Okay, that's a development. Now I understand why the guy doesn't like the other guy. It's stupid, but I understand it. But if it's like, oh, it's just a taste of the character, oh, okay. How about something relevant? Why? How about you didn't waste 10 minutes of my life? It's like one time I was playing on one of the... It's not Shining Force, but it's one of the Shining games. I was playing it and was like, oh, let's try it. And when I get to the first town, and they are showing me around, and it's like the blacksmith or something, and I'm like, oh, okay, they are going to introduce me to the blacksmith, and that's it. The guy just, oh girl, I forget. They just start talking and talking and talking, and I'm like, I just want to know your name and what you do. Why are you telling me the story of your life? Just shut up, let me go. I have to do this for other NPCs as well. And then the combat of the game was kind of trash, so saved, I guess, because I didn't bother playing the game much. I got bored really fast, just from the introduction of the game. I got bored. One game I feel like it did very well. I didn't play much, I only played a little, but one game that I felt that didn't have much filler text and everything being said mattered in a way was Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I think that's the entire name. I always confuse the names of those games. That game, great. Like, the characters talk a lot, but what they are talking about matters, actually. It actually matters. It's things about the actual story of the game. Their lives are very much connected to the story of the game. You learn a lot about their personality, and maybe even where it comes from. and interactions were like non-stop, no... There was just no filler. It was great. Like, everything being said was important, in a way. And it was funny at times. I was impressed. Because the game is... It's a game that yaps at you, but it felt like those sections weren't boring. The pacing was good. The text wasn't inflated. Things being said were important. Characters developed, for once. I was pleasantly surprised with what I saw, unless it gets worse later on, I don't know. Again, I only tried the game a bit. But I was very, very, very pleasantly surprised. Because... again... that kind of game has been very disappointing to me in the last decade, or more. So nowadays I don't... Nowadays I see an RPG and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I'm not expecting much of you, and I'll still be disappointed. And I'm almost every time I am disappointed because they do it again. They mask filler with character development when it's not. The stories are washy-washy. I don't like it. It's too washy-washy. I don't like that. Like, it feels like I'm playing a side quest, except the side quest is 40 hours long. And it's a side quest about a character I don't even like. So it's like, I really don't care about you. I don't care that the entire game is about your stupid trauma. You are a side character. This is a side quest. Give me the actual quest. And then there's no actual quest. Because it was just melodrama. It's like instead of Final Fantasy VI being about what it was, right? The Espers and all that stuff. And Kefka pretty much winning at some point. Instead of being about that, it was about is it Locke? The name I don't know how you pronounce his name, but it was like about Locke and his dead girlfriend, and the entire game was just about that. It's what I feel about modern games. It's like, oh, it's Locke's side quest, but it's the entire game. Well, to be honest, Square already did that, because Final Fantasy VII Remake is like the first, what, 2 or 3 hours of the game, except they expanded to like 20. So I guess they already kind of did that, because it's the intro of the game, which is a very long one, but expanded to be extremely long. Wait, did the people that made Final Fantasy VII? No, it wouldn't be the same people. But I wonder if there was some relation to... Oh, it was later. But to Dragon Quest, is it 7? The one that has the, like, the... It's between, like, 2 to 4 hours to see a battle. Like, you play between 2 to 4 hours before you see your first battle in the game. And I wonder if there's a relation between the people that work in those games. Because Final Fantasy VII did have battles, but it felt like a very long intro. Well, it doesn't help that I didn't like the game, so... Yeah, The most popular entry is the one I don't like. And actually the one I like the least. I just didn't like the characters. Barrett was great. Everyone else sucks. And I'm like, nah, I don't like this. I didn't care about the world. The world felt too sciencey to me and not magic enough. Materia was meant to be magic, but to me it felt like technology. It didn't feel like magic because you equip it. So is it any different than equipping a gun? Right? It felt like it was the same as equipping a gun. Oh, instead of using this bullet, use that, and there's a fancy graphic. It didn't feel like magic to me. And then because everyone could equip pretty much everything, except their own weapons, but the weapons are just stats anyway. But like skills and stuff, because they could equip just about everything. I didn't like that. I don't like when RPGs let you do that, unless the character is like a faceless character. But when you can do so much with one character can just use anything, I don't like it. It feels like they don't have personality in combat. I like when their own life and personality reflects on combat. And that game didn't do it, so I didn't like it. Except the limit breaks, but I don't care about limit breaks. I don't like about the occasional strong attack. And I could abuse them, but I didn't like doing that either. So at the end, it was a game I didn't care. I didn't care about the villain. I didn't care about the heroes. I didn't care about the world. I didn't like the world at all. So. And it's one of those, right? I knew Final Fantasy from being very magic-y, very fantasy, and that one didn't feel like it. Okay, both. Oh, 6. So some fish can have a lot, others not so much. Well, I'm going to end soon, so I'm not going to bother with it today. But tomorrow I might have to write down the ones I've completed here on the village. So then I can go to the ocean. Because you need to note down the ones he says he's not accepting, because the amount of fish in the aquarium is different per species. Like one has 6, others have 2, others have 3 or 4. So I have to check that. I'm missing 2 here. I don't know who those 2 are. Oh, and the town ones are oh, the town and ocean are mixed. Okay. So this is going to be a bit of a pain. Let's just check the fishing book again to see if there's other places that drop fish. No, I don't want to read. Yes. No. I'm pressing the button, but because I didn't. It's just the same problem as before. Some menus, if you keep pressing a button, the button works on the next menu, but not on text. Oh! Inventor Anne! It's Anne from the first game. Also, the books are made... Wait, let's see. Who wrote this one? Oh! It's Nina from the first game. Yeah, so the characters of the first game wrote these books. So who wrote this one? This is a good detail. Very good. I like this. David at the Animal Show. Okay. Oh, maybe it's the one from GBC 2. Maybe it's him. I don't know his name. Never bothered to check. I'm not checking them all. So Anne wrote at least one of them. By Greg. Oh, Greg is the guy from this game. It's the guy that gives you the boat, so he's the one that wrote the book about fish. Okay, Village gives those 4. Oh, and the Ocean gives the rest. Okay. But see, even this game has a very nice detail. By having characters of other games and this game writing the books. Usually I don't think in other games it said who wrote the books. See, a game by a game has a small detail that's very good to have. Even more for the fans of the games. That the other games usually don't have. This is what developers should have more often. These small details are very small, right? They might as well go unnoticed. But for the fans like me, who notice, when they notice, it feels great because the characters exist in other games. They still exist in the series, even if they don't appear. That feels good. And it feels good when you understand from where it comes from. But yeah, it's time for me to go today. Hopefully tomorrow I get here much earlier, so I can save again. So I can do Story of Seasons and then start Kunoa. If I start later, maybe I'll just do this and Kunoa. And if I get super late, maybe just Kunoa. Who knows? I'll try. But no promises. But I do need to start doing longer streams because I want to play longer games. And for that I need longer streams because I don't like doing like 10 parts, 20 parts playthroughs. I like them smaller. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow with more... one of those 3 games, I don't know. But Kunoa takes priority, so Kunoa for sure tomorrow. Even if it's shorter. So yeah. Until then, bye bye.